Hello, this is my first attempt at decorating a house. Got the Hall of the Lunar Champion for free by doing some quests. I was all excited and jazzed, but I don't like the distressed nature of most of the homes that they have where they're worn down and such. So this one turned me off a bit. See all the pitting and scarring on the walls and stuff. So I decided to give it a fresh coat of paint here just to get rid of that. The archways, you cannot put them directly on the door like I would have liked. That's about as close as I can get. So this is where the home starts. So you go in here. As you can see, I've redone the ceilings, walls, made them a little bit more to my liking. Really like these doors. This was my original guild hall. So all the crafting stations were in here. It's now a little bit empty. Still got the things that you can put in every home in there. And then over here used to be the vampire station. I had the vampire well in the wall here, so it came out as a quarter circle, and the thrall was right here. Still kept my chest in here because it could be put in every house. Split up the area into 4 rooms and 4 hallways. Once again, the ceilings, walls have all been replaced. That, and I really didn't like how dark and dank it was in here, so I put in quite a bit of lighting to help brighten up the place a bit. This used to be where the trial dummy was, and I had a couple of little trophies in here you could admire to inspire you to beat up that trial dummy. And I had the resource reclamation thing here so you could get your ultimate back. And then the fourth room really didn't have any specific purpose other than to do something with all the thrones that I was getting. This is when I first started playing the game, so I had just enough money to tide myself over. I didn't have a lot to buy patterns or buy furniture stuff, so I was grabbing everything that I had gotten on my quests and adventures and stuff there. Over here, we have the portal to the halls of Colossus. This is a big open area, and I really didn't like the way they limited you to the few places you could go. So I tried to expand this out to make it feel big and grand. Part of that was all these little archways you walk through. Then I had just a ton of these books. I didn't know what to do with all these books. So I decided to make a nice little ramp going up to a display area up here. So you have like a little shrine over here. So once again, this is when I first started gathering home stuff. So anything unique I got, I thought was pretty neat, and I wanted to showcase it off. So I did that here, made a couple of little shrines. Obviously, the busts are all from completing content in the game. I was pretty proud of the different accomplishments I got when I got them, so I wanted to show them off here a little bit. And again, this is something I wanted to make it feel really big space, that we were outside a very grandeur atmosphere up above the scenic view that's there, and just more of my trophies and other things that I kind of gotten along the way when I first started doing the trials and dungeons and content. And that's pretty much all I have up here. Oh, the other thing is I don't like the way it really constrains you. So this area usually ended right here. The invisible wall doesn't pop in until very much further over here. So now I'm at the invisible wall. So I wanted to expand this area out there. And this looked like the perfect place for this monolithic moon gate thing that they have. This is just so huge. It's the only place I can get it to fit and look nice. Little odds and ends around and about, but nothing really done in the side areas over here. Going back in the house. So this area over here, which is the Moongrave Fane, didn't let you expand on the area very much because they put physical walls in everywhere. So it's just got some decorations, some a little bit fill the empty spaces, just trying out different ideas. I had a couple of these tables, so I put another one here, but I put more traditional chairs around it. Kind of a master bedroom thing happening here. And this area here, I don't know why. I really like the froggy because you click on it, it gives you a little croak there. So I have one of those in all my houses that I occupy. Everything else is just kind of filler to make the place look a little bit more pleasant, but nothing special. And the last room over here is I found a super secret door, and I wanted to utilize that. So this is the prime example of an area they have very much constrained. So they've got this tiny little gated area, just not a lot you could do in here. And then this area here, I didn't know if I wanted to put horses or what, turn it into a barn. And then, of course, you got the one room here that I haven't really done anything with. I think I put a couple of beds in there. Yeah, I put some beds in there and some filler. I just had a bunch of these beds. I don't know if I made them or what, but I wanted to use them up. So I put them in there. But not a lot of thought went into this area. But here's that super secret door I was telling you about. So when you pop through this little vine area, you realize, oh, this is much bigger. So I wanted to make a little bit of a fun quirk here and get a pathway. This is your scenic pathway around and about. So you can really take in some of the work they did on the artwork here and really expand the area in this particular zone that they limited you to. So this pathway has 3 cardinal points on it. So you got one over here in the east, one that I'm standing on now is in pretty much the, well, this is the east. I guess that down over there would be the south. But just kind of take in. And I did have plans to put like a little patio set up over here, maybe some guardrails. Just got busy on another house, so I never finished it up. And then this was supposed to be the grand seating area or the meeting place. And it has very nice views here. I believe, I don't want to fall off here and ruin the tour, but I believe the invisible wall is like right here on the edge. I wanted it to keep you from falling off. The other thing I wanted to accomplish is I wanted to make you work a little bit for it. So if you, before you got here, you had to walk that entire pathway to get here. But once you were here, I didn't want to make you walk all the way back. So I made a one-way Mario Brothers deal over here where you could kind of just hop down and get back to the beginning without having to take that long path. And that's about it. That concludes the tour of my little Lunar Champion house.